We've always got a good mentality. You know, we've had some hurdles to overcome all season and last season, and the players are pretty adaptable, and whatever's thrown at them, they seem to come up and do well and overcome any hurdles. So there's no issue. It's obviously we'd like to have played in TRC, but obviously that's not possible. So we can't complain. We just come in. We're playing in a nice venue, so we'll go and enjoy it.
In case you didn't know it already, you're watching 420 grams here on newsclick.in. I'm with Leslie Xavier and Arjun Pandit. Hi guys, how's it going? That was David Robinson, the head coach, the Scottish head coach of Real Kashmir FC, who, yay for us, are playing their next home game in Delhi, and hopefully we'll all get to watch that game.
Yay for us.
Yay for us.
But nay for?
Well, I mean, they seem pretty positive from the sounds of it.
You're going to project a
positive, good image.
He has to,
your shoulders are going to go droop down and all.
He has to motivate his players, and they obviously would be a little dejected because their last match of the season, last home game
of the season at a venue that's been extremely popular. It's proved to be like a bit of a social hub in Srinagar, where like one of the few places where thousands of people come together and celebrate sport, and there's nothing sort of political or... We're at the business end of the I-League, right?
And they're
they're in the running. Real Kashmir debuting in the league, playing or up against a club, Chennai City FC, which were in a relegation battle last season and have also revitalized themselves. They've got money injection from Europe, etc., doing extremely well and producing some really talented players from the south of India, which is a refreshing change.
फुटबॉल भी देखने को अच्छा
है ना? मजा आ रहा है.
प्लेयर्स ले आए, बॉल ग्राउंड पे रख रहे हैं.
हर गेम में 3 गोल मार रहे हैं.
3 गोल मार रहे हैं. बड़ा क्रेजी स्टैट है. पागल वाला स्टैट.
So on the one hand, you have the attacking style of Chennai City and the way they are playing their football under their coach Nawaz, and on the other hand, you have this hardcore like English defensive coach who's playing that kind of football, route one, like park the bus, whatever you want to call it, but getting the job done. They have Real Kashmir technically have, because the 3 points for the Minerva game haven't been awarded, they have
जो आ जाने चाहिए.
हो जाना चाहिए. ठीक है.
तो in reality अभी 33 है, but उस 3 अंक के साथ उनके पास हो जाएंगे 36 अंक.
हाँ.
36 आ जाएंगे.
Which puts them currently 4 point चेन्नई सिटी के पीछे. ठीक है. चेन्नई सिटी के पास
चेन्नई के पास 2 मैच हैं. अभी 40 अंक पे हैं. They can go to a maximum of
46. What they need, let's get to the basics. What they need is 43. Chennai to win the league. If they get 43 points, the rest doesn't matter. So the game is still very much in Chennai's hands. But what we're talking about, of course, is the fact that this game is actually happening at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium instead of TRC in Srinagar.
But let's not forget, यहाँ पे East Bengal भी is in the title race. East Bengal के पास भी अभी 33 अंक हैं. उसके बाद I think they have 2 more games to play. So this is potentially a clash between the top 3. They said 2 versus 3 is second versus third is taking on each other. A game which is being played in Delhi, which is a neutral venue, because of course the political climate. उसका मतलब उस पे आप कुछ कर नहीं सकते यार. But my point being, after when you spoke to the coach also, like we said, he is going to project a positive outlook, because अगर उसका outlook ही negative रहा और उसने कहा यार हमारे साथ ही क्यों हो रहा है ये सब, तो that will creep into his players some way or the other, and you can't let that derail what you've been doing for the last 1 year, because the end product is to do the best that you can in the I-League. And I think already their objectives are met. I think they far exceeded their objectives. And when we talk to Ishfaq Ahmed, who will join us a little later on the show as well, उन्होंने भी मुझे यही बोला है कि हमारे objectives थे लीग में रहने के लिए. अब यहाँ पे आपका ये सिनारियो कि आप लीग जीत सकते हो, जीत भी नहीं सकते तो रनर्स अप तो आप जा ही सकते हो यार, फर्स्ट टाइम, और वो भी फ्रॉम सच अ पार्ट ऑफ द कंट्री जहाँ पे इतना टर्मोइल हो रहा है, जहाँ पे कभी कभी खेलने के लिए ग्राउंड नहीं होते, जहाँ पे इतना कर्फ्यू लगता है कि छुप छुप के आपको फुटबॉल खेलने जाना पड़ता है. आई थिंक दैट इन इटसेल्फ इज अ ह्यूज अचीवमेंट एंड अ मेजर स्टोरी इन इटसेल्फ.
I mean, he reiterated first as well. That means that they are here to play and try and win, because it's a big match. There's a lot of things at stake. Obviously, they would have loved playing at home, because there is, one can't help but wonder that there is a feeling that this would be a home match for East Bengal more than Kashmir because of the stadium dynamics involved. And even the coach pointed out that I don't think the crowd, whoever would come in, would be our supporters.
हाँ बट ऑफ कोर्स वो तो पॉलिटिकल क्लाइमेट की वजह से ऑफ कोर्स जर्नलिस्ट यहाँ पे भर भर के आएंगे, इट्स अ बिग स्टोरी इन इटसेल्फ. लेकिन आगे बढ़ने से पहले एक बारी कोच की बात सुन लेते हैं, क्योंकि हमने कोच से बात करी. अंबेडकर स्टेडियम में इनका प्रैक्टिस हो रहा था अ डे बिफोर, जब उनका मैच नेहरू स्टेडियम में था. उसके बारे में भी बातचीत करेंगे. लेकिन सबसे पहले कोच की बातें सुनते हैं, व्हाट दे आर सेइंग एंड हाउ दे आर गेटिंग रेडी फॉर दिस बिग गेम विद द ईस्ट बंगाल एट द नेहरू स्टेडियम इन न्यू दिल्ली.
Well, it's going to be similar to playing Salt Lake. We went there and we drew with East Bengal. We beat Mohan Bagan, so we can adapt. We can adapt to playing our own home pitch, which is tight and narrow. This is obviously a bigger pitch, and but again, the players will enjoy it. It's a fantastic place to stay. It's a good experience. A lot of the players maybe have never played there, and we did well against the big open stadium at Salt Lake. So hopefully it's the same. It's the same sort of venue, and it's just a game that we'll enjoy.
Bonus is on you to keep them.
Yeah, there's a big excitement. We were obviously disappointed we lost a goal at the end of the game against Indian Arrows, but we've defended so well all season, the best defensive record. But we always know it's going to be difficult. It's even if we win the next 3 games, which is going to be very difficult to do, we've still got to hope that teams slip up. But whatever happens between now and the end of the season, it's been a great season, a great run, and if we finished second, third, fourth, first, whatever, it's a fantastic season, and obviously we've got the Super Cup to look forward to, and we'll finish the season here hopefully on a high and go with confidence in the Super Cup. Well, it's the same as everything, I think there's a great bond between the players and the supporters. It's a pity that they couldn't get to see East Bengal play in their own patch. They had a great time when Mohan Bagan was there, but the 6 away games we had on the road, I think all the players at the back of their mind knew that they were playing for the supporters, and we just want to make the supporters proud, so that who knows if we'll play another game there this season, but hopefully next season they'll come back again next season and support the boys, because it's been a great journey.
So no surprises here, I guess, guys. I mean, we've been involved with this sport for several years, or any sport for that matter, and how things are run. Everything is quite ad hoc. The idea is to make do and just so.
पर इसमें आप कर क्या सकते हो यार? जो हुआ है वहाँ पे, that is unforeseeable, and these are extraordinary circumstances. And I mean, मैं तो कहता है it would be weird if you were continuing the I-League given what is happening right now in that part of the country. So you had no other option but to shift it to Delhi.
No, of course.
There's no questioning the shifting to Delhi, but the way AIFF or the league in itself have gone about organizing the match here, and starting with, you are taking a home team to play in a.
पर कहाँ खिलाओगे? अच्छा आप AIFF हो.
Yeah.
आपने देखा वहाँ पे ये सब जो भी हो रहा है, हाँ? And it's a serious situation, security situation. यू से कश्मीर का मैच आ रहा है ईस्ट बंगाल के साथ, एक मैच ऑलरेडी हाई कोर्ट में फंसा हुआ है, तो वो उनको 3 अंक मिलने वाले हैं. अगर आप दूसरा मैच भी हाई कोर्ट में भेजोगे तो चेन्नई सिटी एफसी हाथ ऊपर करेगा, ये क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? तो मैच तो खिलाना है ना किसी तरह मैच खिलाना है. तो दिल्ली दैट वे इज क्लोजेस्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एवरीथिंग.
मैं तो एज पॉजिटिव कह रहा था कि
तो मैंने गलत ले लिया.
हाँ,
अच्छा.
जो भी हो जाए, आगे पीछे जो भी हो रहा हो, somehow चलता रहता है शो.
चलना ही पड़ेगा ना भाई. यू आर ऑन दैट स्टेज ऑफ द लीग राइट नाउ ना,
कि खत्म कराओ इसको. इसका
खत्म भी नहीं, पर यार आप
ये on its last legs, might as well sort of shoot the horse and be done with it.
No, but my point is कि यार अगर आप,
the point being that what if the league is not there next season? So
ये तो कहीं और जा रही है बात, पर मैं इसकी बात कर रहा था कि given what is happening there, Kashmir and whatever they do right now, that in itself could be a major positive spin-off for the people over there. It was already that. तो अगर आप, my point being कि इन लोगों ने, their region is in so much turmoil, right? We guys are sitting here in our glouse houses and seeing whatever is happening. Their region is in so much turmoil. अगर आपने एक मैच शिफ्ट करा दिया and हम यहाँ बैठ के कह रहे हैं कि यार बहुत मुश्किल होगा कि एकदम से आपने दूसरे ग्राउंड पे आ गए हो इतने क्रूशल जंक्चर पे, that also versus a tough team like East Bengal. I think if there is any team that is equipped to handle that situation are these boys from Kashmir. क्योंकि उन्होंने इतना कुछ देखा है यार, छुप छुप के ये लोग फुटबॉल खेलने गए हैं. हाँ, तो अगर आप उनको बोलो यार कोई बात नहीं, ये हो गया है, उठो, switch off and switch on again in Delhi. If there is one team, then that is Real Kashmir for me.
Then again, what I was getting into the point was that you have shifted the venue and it is unforeseeable. You have to do it, security reasons and all those things. But when you are shifting it as a league, you should ensure that at least give that home team some exposure to the grand stadium that they are going to play in.
Yeah, that I don't get that. Yeah,
It's a huge stadium they are coming in, and you are giving the advantage to the visiting team because they are used to playing in Salt Lake Stadium.
I have a feeling again that this comes down to an issue of cash money. Like to book a ground costs a certain amount of money, and perhaps it was cheaper and easier to book Ambedkar Stadium for a practice session than Nehru Stadium. I think
exactly आंखों देखा बताता हूँ. हम पहुँचे अम्बेडकर स्टेडियम, वहाँ देखा टीम प्रैक्टिस कर रही है. फर्स्ट थिंग, बिकॉज हम you've been around, यार ये नेहरू में क्यों नहीं प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं अगर नेहरू में मैच हो रहा है, राइट? तो आई वेंट डाउन, आई आस्क्ड द मैनेजर, भाई साहब आप लोग यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हो, नेहरू में क्यों नहीं जा रहे? ही सेड नहीं यार वो, एंड ही इज पॉइंटिंग टू द यंग AIFF बॉय हु इज ओवर देयर. द AIFF बॉय इज टेलिंग मी नो इट्स नॉट मैंडेटरी, बिकॉज देन आई स्पोक टू इशफाक अहमद हु इज वर्कड विद जमशेदपुर FC एंड एवरीथिंग. ही सेड ISL में उन्होंने रूल निकाला था कि T-1 वन डे बिफोर द गेम आपको ग्राउंड नहीं देंगे वो, because they feel the ground is not being able to then being recover in time for the game properly. जो भी है, मतलब जो भी उनका वो thinking है, right? So I think they're doing the same rule here because उस ground पे ISL भी खेला जा रहा है और उस ground पे आपने एक अब ये
आप basically आप guest है ना, तो availability
वो आपको नहीं
etc etc.
So as a result बड़ा ground है अम्बेडकर स्टेडियम से, और जहाँ पे कश्मीर में खेल रहे हैं वो भी बड़ा ग्राउंड है, छोटा ग्राउंड है. तो जब बड़े ग्राउंड में आप खेलते हो, गेम स्प्रेड हो जाता है. गेम स्प्रेड हो जाता है तो आपके पास टाइम ऑन द बॉल ज़्यादा होता है. टाइम ऑन द बॉल ज़्यादा होता है तो स्ट्रेट अवे आपकी इंटेंसिटी कम हो जाती है थोड़ी. इट्स स्लोअर द एंटायर गेम. सो फॉर अ टीम लाइक यू सेड इज अ वेल ड्रिल्ड साइड दैट इज प्लेइंग विद पावर, पंच, गेटिंग यू ऑन द काउंटर, this will have an effect on them, yeah. And
what sort of effect though, good or bad?
I think it'll have a bad effect to them because East Bengal is used to playing on Salt Lake, yeah.
You think they won't be able to get the ball up to crease?
No, I don't know, they won't be able to get the ball up to them, but my point being अगर आप 22 खिलाड़ी हैं, 11-11, उसमें से 11 ईस्ट बंगाल के सॉल्ट लेक में खेल रहे हैं और 11 ये बेचारे अम्बेडकर या अपने कश्मीर में खेल के आए हैं. Who would you say before the ball is kicked has the advantage of using the field properly? I mean, it would be East Bengal.
Given Kashmir's away from home form though, I would say like कहीं भी खिला लो उनको तो. Or even and going from, I think we counted that they've been unbeaten away from home for a while. I think.
काफी वक्त तक.
And if you count the sort of 13 games that they played in the second division to, like, because that's a winless run, I mean an undefeated run to go into the I-League. It's a really long run of games unbeaten away from home.
यार my point जो मैं कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि अगर आप, मैं छोटे फील्ड पे खेलने की मुझे आदत है तो मेरा इंटायर शेप एंड स्ट्रक्चर इज़ वेरी क्लोज नेट. सडनली मैं थोड़े से वाइडर ग्राउंड पे चले गया हूँ ना, मेरी टीम खुल जाती है वहाँ पे. मेरे को अपना पूरा सबका सब मुझे अपना थोड़ा बदलना पड़ेगा आप, राइट? और अगर आप मुझे प्रैक्टिस ही नहीं करने दे रहे वहाँ पे एक दिन पहले, तो मतलब बेसिकली मुझे अंदाजा तब मिल रहा है जब मैच शुरू हो रहा है. तो वो पहले 15 मिनट तो मैं अंदाजा ही लगाऊंगा कि मुझे क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, क्या होने वाला. और उसमें अगर ईस्ट बंगाल ने गोल मार दिया तो फिर game on.
And great record notwithstanding, this is crunch. These players have not faced a situation like this ever. The coach pointed it out as well. So at that point you throw in a spanner or a variable into the equation, and then it becomes tricky. So Kashmir has been taken out of their home and they have been denied home advantage. That's the point. That's what I was trying to.
Yeah. So कहते नहीं backs against the wall. This is that complete backs against the wall वाला situation कि पहले आप घर पे भी नहीं खेल रहे for no fault of theirs or anyone's to be honest, and then आपको ground भी आपको नहीं मिला उसको एक बारी training करने के लिए at such a crucial stage where 3 points are necessary so that you're in the title race. क्योंकि अगर कश्मीर और ईस्ट बंगाल के बीच में ड्रॉ होता है यहाँ पे, then pretty much over भाई. चेन्नई को सिर्फ क्या 3 पॉइंट भी नहीं चाहिए होंगे यार, 1 पॉइंट के साथ काम चलेगा उनका. 41 पे आगे, खत्म कहानी.
So I think Ishfaq is somebody who has grown up in this environment, started playing his football in Kashmir and is very closely engaged with the sport in the state still. Ishfaq, what sort of, do you think these guys are well prepared to handle this sort of situation?
Hi guys, it's really unfortunate for Real Kashmir to play their away match away from the home. Usually football में ऐसा होता नहीं है, लेकिन but such is the situation right now in Kashmir, तो we can't change that part. लेकिन कुछ कहीं हद तक मेंटली कश्मीरी प्लेयर्स रेडी होंगे क्योंकि दे आर used to all this situation. So we can judge how difficult it is for Kashmiri people to play football, and this is one of the situation there right now. And hopefully they will put up a good show against East Bengal, and this is a very important match for them. But all I can say or all we can do is wish them all the best and hope for the best match.
Like, did you have any inkling that the team would do this well and be in the running with 2 games or 3 games, whatever it is, to go?
Let me share something with you guys. मंजूर इज़ द टेक्निकल डायरेक्टर. तो हम लोग टूर्नामेंट से पहले काफ़ी बात कर रहे थे. वी वर रियली हैप्पी दैट कश्मीरी टीम गोना प्ले आए इन टॉप फ्लाइट ऑफ इंडियन फुटबॉल. सो वी वर वेरी एक्साइटेड अबाउट. तो प्लेयर साइन करने कैसे प्लेयर चाहिए, तो ऑल एवरीथिंग वी डिस्कस बाय. अच्छे प्लेयर, मजबूत प्लेयर चाहिए ताकि हम लोग इस लीग में रहे, बने रहे. नॉट कि ये लीग जीतना है या कहीं पर्टिकुलर पोजीशन पे फिनिश करना है. ऑल वी वेर प्रिपेयरिंग और डिस्कस कर रहे थे कि इस लीग में सर्वाइव करना है. एंड अब जो हो रहा है माशाल्लाह, इट्स रियली गुड. वी नेवर थॉट ऑफ इट. इट्स फैंटास्टिक फॉर प्लेयर्स एंड फैंटास्टिक फॉर द कश्मीरी फुटबॉल.
So I guess the thing that we look forward to year on year with the I-League is these kind of stories and eventualities that keep cropping up, because it keeps it exciting. Let's be honest, the football isn't world class. So you need a little bit of, I suppose, masala. I'm not meaning to trivialize the experience that anyone is going through, but as an observer of these things, it keeps the conversation going, and I think also retains the relevance. मतलब जो कि हिंदुस्तान में जो हो रहा है at any level you look at, these stories are pretty relevant to it. Whether it's the 3 Kashmiri boys who've gotten jobs because they are playing football in the state of the country that has the highest unemployment levels, or it's the fact that it's the one of the few ways in which there's public engagement between Kashmiris and the rest of India, or however you look at it. The fact that the league is going to all these far off places and not just happening in Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Goa and खत्म बात. तो ये आप लोगों के हिसाब से अगले साल देखने को मिलेगा या नहीं?
यार, जब रियल कश्मीर ने सेकंड डिवीज़न में बाजी मारी थी और उन्होंने अपनी जगह पक्की कर ली थी आई लीग में, आई थिंक तब किसी ने सोचा नहीं था कि रियल कश्मीर इस प्रकार का प्रदर्शन देगा इस साल लीग में. सो द पॉइंट इज दैट यू नेवर रियली नो. आई थिंक द ब्यूटी ऑफ द आई लीग, लाइक यू सेड, इज कि it's not in the quality of football, though quality of football I think has been really nice to watch. Chennai City being one of the teams to watch.
Don't watch on TV, guys.
But the point being that the level playing field is, you have a lot of, there are, any team can beat anyone, yaar. सीधी सी बात है. It's a level playing field, right? And which has been happening for the last 3 years. If you had Minerva last season coming up and winning, then this year you have a Chennai City or a Real Kashmir in the running to become first time champions. Aizawl is of course there. These guys have dropped a little bit, but it's a level playing field. It is a level playing field, and there is this fierceness to go and win the league. And these discussions only happen if you had this one Chennai City who was already about 10 points ahead. Then we wouldn't have been giving this game too much importance, truth be told, because winner होता है. Second, third के बारे में इतना नहीं सोचना. पर यहाँ पे 3 teams are in the vying for टॉप स्पॉट है, तो उसमें ही मजेदार अपनी बात है यार. और अपनी लीग है यार, अपने लोग हैं, अपने प्लेयर हैं.
And so in terms of you of course watch both the leagues, do you think there's been like we're looking forward to the Super Cup also at the end of the season. Do you think there's been an improvement in the way I-League teams are playing in terms of organization, structure, all of the things that we're talking about, positives from the ISL?
Bhai, you can't deny the fact that ever since you've added that extra foreigner, the quality has gone up, right? Let's not forget that. Before we start singing praises of everything that's happening in the I-League, you've added an extra foreigner as well, right? So that has added to it. But having said that, the quality of football has also gone up, which is Chennai being a prime example with the influx of Spanish players that they've brought in.
And the local talent.
And they're mixing well, right? And as a result, so generally plan क्या होता है कि आप ये 6 फॉरनर का रूल चलाते हो इन अ लीग जब डेवलपिंग फेज में होता है ना, उसको आप 3-4 साल चलाओ, गेट द इंडियन बॉयज गोइंग, and then you start waning off the foreigners. Then you make it 5, then you make it 4, like which is happening with the ISL. They've started dropping the number of foreigners, right? At the end of the day, your foreigners.
Learning wheels.
Yeah, cycling, you learn to cycle.
Yeah, exactly. Your learning wheels, you're dropping them off, right? It is obviously having an impact on the Indian boys. There is no doubt about it. And if you had teams, the best part of the I-League, I think, is the fact is that the regions are well represented. Yeah. Our country is so vast. You generally, earlier were asking, are the regions represented in this league? Earlier, it was only a couple of 2-3 regions which were being represented. Now it's all over, and that is the beauty of it. I think don't look for quality right now. Just the regions being represented and everyone's on a level playing field is good enough to enjoy.
It's taking a little forward from what he said, Apna League he said. So actually that Apnapan, it's a little bit of a vague idea to present, but the point is that I-League as that is intricately woven into the social fabric of the clubs, I-League clubs, of the places that they represent. The case is Kashmir, for instance. We mentioned that how these Kashmiri players are coming out, how the performance of Kashmir in I-League or coming up from the second division, how that is important for Kashmir as a whole, and how it's a symbol, and how the rest of the country looks at Kashmir now because of this football team, things like that. The same applies to Chennai City, same applies to a club from the northeast, the same applies to the Calcutta Giants. So that is something that we would look forward to, and we hope that it remains in the domestic league structure, domestic structure of India, that whatever these guys plan ahead.
I don't want to make any predictions, but I just hope the Kashmir story continues there.
It's going to be difficult because, like the coach has said himself, like nobody knows whether they will be able to play in Kashmir, when they'll be able to play in Kashmir.
हाँ, तो उस हिसाब से मैं कह रहा हूँ, अगर आपका ये इकलौता टाइम है आई लीग में खेलने का, कीपिंग इन माइंड कि अगर आपको शायद वहाँ पे उस रीजन में नहीं खेलने को मिला, और उस रीजन में नहीं खेलने को मिला मतलब पूरे डायनामिक्स बदल गए, ठीक है. बट अगर वो आपका इकलौता सीजन कश्मीर में खेलने का है, आई होप इट्स अ मेमोरेबल वन, गो आउट विद द बैंग, एंड फॉर दैट रीजन ओनली आई एम बैकिंग रियल कश्मीर.
1-0.
नो स्कोर लाइन, जीतो जी, जो भी हो जाए.
Keep it tight. The tall guy.
I hope it's not a draw, because then it plays into Chennai City's hands, and then it won't go into the final round of the I League. I hope that happens.
Full points for either team actually. That's the thing. No, it keeps everyone honest, keeps them real. Fair enough. So we'll be watching that game, guys. Join us at the stadium if you want. Famous Mr. Pandit will be there. You can come get a picture or an autograph, or he can sign your undies if you want. but come join us at the game. We'll have some chit chat going on there as well. We'll catch you again after to reevaluate what's happening with the I-League. Thanks for coming.
And also अगर आप लोगों के पास कुछ comment section में predictions हैं, हमने तो यहाँ पे predictions अपनी दे दी, तो बताओ comment section में कौन जीतेगा, रियल कश्मीर के ईस्ट बंगाल. गाली गलौज मत करना प्लीज.
Thank you for watching.